What's up, guys? What is up? Welcome back. Today we're going to do a summer season top 5 pick to end the summer season off and start this fall season right. So we're going to go through the top 5 picks that we've chosen out of our 20-something episodes. And let's just get this thing started. Let's start off with number 5, Beaver Pond State Park in New York. It's located just 25 miles north of the George Washington Bridge. It offers tents and trailer sites, obviously picnic tables, fire rings, as most of the state parks do, comfort stations, showers, laundry facilities, and dumping station. There's protected swimming beaches and bunch of nearby attractions: Stony Point Battlefield State Historic Site, Rockland Lake State Park, Bear Mountain State Park. List goes on. This is Lake Welch. This is where you would go swimming. It's located around a quarter of a mile or so from the campsite. It's split off by a little peninsula, and on the other side is Beaver Pond. The beaches were pristine. They weren't packed when we were there, and that was even on a weekend. But throughout the season in 2020, there was over 100,000 visitors to the beach. Now, when you walk through the campground, you head south and there's a bunch of outlets, there's a dam, and you can just sit there on these flat rocks and just look off into the lake. If you watch the episode, you'll see. This place was beautiful. Here's some of the coves and offshoots I was just talking about. Look how nice this is. Be prepared when you come here to have a zoo type experience. The wildlife here was crazy. We witnessed everything from raccoons, deers, skunks, and fortunately enough, we didn't see any, but this place is packed with bears. They're going to let you know as soon as you check in. It is a process. You're going to have to pack your food each night tight, put it in your car, your RV. You're gonna have to empty your garbage each night, and when you cook, make sure you change your clothes. I mean, people, they're so used to being fed here from what we hear that they just make this place their home at night. This is our number 4 pick. This is Horseneck Beach State Reservation in Massachusetts. And this place was gorgeous. All the sites are just situated just behind the sand dunes. There's 100 sites, and it's a camping destination like no other. The cobblestone beach provides breathtaking views of Buzzards Bay. There's access to swimming and surf casting. There's 2 miles of beach to explore. And the beach is cobblestone. And right behind that, soft sand and sand dunes. Now, if you're lucky enough, you can actually walk out of your site right down these awesome, beautiful paths that end up right here on the beach. The waves crashing. It's extremely windy. It's windy all year round. It's a windsurfer's paradise. This place is massive. It's spread across nearly 800 acres. It's got several paths and hiking trails, but the main attraction is its boardwalk. There's actually an unstaffed barrier island. It's called Gooseberry Neck. There's walking trails there also. That's around a half a mile away from the campground. There's a boat ramp. There's remnants of 2 World War observation towers. There's a bunch of different birds. It's a bird watcher's paradise. gotta say here, don't mind the shaky drone footage. That was my first time ever flying a drone. I gotta say, I didn't do that bad. The objective here was to show you guys a bird's eye view of how big this place is. Again, it's 100 sites. Your furry friends are allowed here, but they're not allowed on the beach. I really enjoyed this place all day long. But during the evening, the sunsets were gorgeous. Saw every type of RV under the sun. There was tenters next to Class A's, vans, you name it. You can get anything in here. This is Gooseberry Neck Island. Check this out. Make sure you bring your bike. You can actually bike here. You can kayak also. The sky was beautiful at night. I got the best footage of the sky that I've ever taken. And I actually took it with my phone camera. Don't use your generators here, especially at night. This place seems to shut down real early. This is our number 3 pick of the season. This is Wildwood State Park in Long Island, New York. It's located near the Long Island Sound on the north shore of Long Island. It's in Suffolk County. I got to tell you guys, this place, it should have been number 1, but man, the feeling you get when you come here is just unexplainable. The sunsets were gorgeous. The water was amazing.
We'd always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
Isn't this beautiful?
Where will you go? Won't you miss?
There's 2 miles of this beautiful beach on the Long Island Sound. There's fishing and swimming. Each campsite, it has a picnic table, dumping station, which is nearby. There's 10 cottages, and these cottages aren't your everyday cottages. They actually look like little condos, very spacious. Each site comes with a fire ring, some screened-in patios. There's food concessions right here on the beach, right where you just saw Lee standing. There's natural trails, 12 miles of marked hiking trails, picnic area, basketball courts, beautiful, huge playground. You can buy anything at that darn store, from firewood to barbecue sauce. I mean, you name it. But our most pleasurable thing here was the sunsets. They were just amazing. The beach is around a half a mile or so from the campground. The nights were gorgeous. Another place where you can just see the stars beautifully. They play movies at night. Just hear the kids playing. And generally, we can't film at night, but this place was lit up.
The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, gone.
park itself is massive. There's two sides, tenting side and then the RV side. There's hookups on the RV side, everything, full hookups. So if you're looking to camp in Long Island, this is the only place that has full hookups. Keep that in mind.
I heard you want to leave this place where we grew up this old time.
We were here for 3 nights, and we made sure we hit the beach each day. Every day we went, it was like we had the beach to ourselves. We frolicked in the water, nobody was around. The place is over 600 acres. There's forests everywhere behind you, trails everywhere, but you gotta actually search for them. The bluff overlooks the Long Island Sound. You can grab a cold beer at the concession stand, head to the beach and drink. I mean, I could go all day about this place. We fell in love with this place the first 15 minutes we were there. Every night we sat here and watched the sunset. Just look how beautiful this is, guys. Let me just say, I do my due diligence before we head to any campground, and there was several horrible reviews, but take my word for it, you will enjoy this place. It is gorgeous.
Won't you miss the ones you know? I'll be here, hanging on, waiting for your call. Seems like time as a wave passing by.
All right, here's our number 2 pick of the season. This was our number 1 pick of the season up to a couple weeks ago. This place is something special, guys. I can't emphasize it enough. It's called Wilderness Lake Campground. Just a couple minutes away from Massachusetts, in Connecticut, right at the line. We picked a place called The Bluff. This was our second time there. Before I go on, look at this beautiful shot. When the nights came, everybody turned on their lights, and it was so picturesque. We fell in love with it. Generally, we sit at night and watch TV when it gets late, but it was just so zen and picturesque. They say camping is medicinal, and I agree. When we came here, everything we were thinking of went right out the window. I mean, we enjoyed ourselves here. The owner actually, came up to us, talked to us. We felt like we were at home. The place is huge and it doesn't feel like it because it's quaint. Now look at this cabin. It's not like those state cabins, and I emphasized it on our first video. We want to come back. We will be back, and we have to come back. I mean, I'm fiending to get into that cabin. Now, when we give the description of each park and its acreage, this one is only 100 acres, but every acre of it is utilized. There's so many amenities. They took probably at least 2 acres just for one activity. There's swimming, boating, fishing, hiking trails, biking, horseshoe pits. I mean, we could go on, guys. The amenities are endless. The customer service is impeccable. They drive around, they don't harass you. Give them a shout, they'll stop in. We bought firewood, and within 15 minutes, they were back with it, dropping it right off at our campsite. I mean, once again, this place is something else. It should have been number 1 on our list here. There's over 100 sites here, and they are all spread out perfectly. I think we had the best site within the campground. It's called The Bluff. And that's a little secret. So don't go booking it all year and mess things up for me and Lee, huh? As we stated in our first video, this place is under new ownership. There's a lot of renovations going on, a lot of additions, and He actually ran down the list to us. We can't wait to get back. It's not just the owners that are friendly. Everyone here seems to be friendly. I think the place brings out the best in you. Obviously, there's tent and RV sections, and there's a seasonal section. The seasonal section is just gorgeous, guys. The tall pine trees with RVs just stuffed in between everything there. The lake is huge. Kayaks come with your rental. There's a boathouse. Guys, I'm telling you, I cannot emphasize enough, and I'm gonna stop, but this place is just, it's beautiful, guys. Make sure you go check this place out. Oh yeah, they do have hookups, electric, 50 on down, and the Wi-Fi is awesome. There's gray water, and they just pump black water. I believe it's once a week. When you call, make sure you ask. But booking is absolutely simple also. You can book right online. Within an hour, you'll get a call, and you're in there. I know this is out of context, but I want to thank every one of you guys that ended up going here and letting us know about it. We're proud to know that we emphasize, parks like this. You guys get there and you feel the same way. But here's a look at the bluff. Just a little island there, fire pit. What an amazing little tent site. All right, here we go. This is our number one pick of the season, and it's called North-South Lake State Park. And it's located in the Catskill Mountains of New York. This place is the biggest and most popular state campground in the Catskill Forest Preserve. This place has so much to look at. As we filmed, the camera doesn't convey how beautiful this is. Look, as we sat here, watch the sky as the lightning goes off. Those ducks followed Lee for 2 days. The animals and wildlife are out of this world. And look at this. This is Catskill Falls. Let's start here. Watch. Now, this is one of the biggest draws to the park. Even if you don't come to camp, you've got to come at least to see Catskill Falls. It was somewhat packed when we went. We wanted to go a second time, but it's a long hike from the campground. You're looking at maybe a 6 to 7 mile round trip. There's 3 different levels to the falls. And the last 2 levels, the second and the first, have swimming pools, swimming holes, which were packed. Watch. There's a viewing deck up top, which we just showed you. And then you walk down that path where you're seeing Lee, and it just separates each level. Once again, each level has a swimming hole. And I mean literally swimming holes. There is at least 100 people in each pool. The water cascades down into each pool, and behind the waterfall, there's trails. You can walk behind these damn waterfalls, guys. This place is something else. Let me calm down and give you guys the amenities. There's 7 camping loops with 219 tent and trailer sites. There's 3 lakes, 2 beaches, picnic tables. There's pavilions, which are huge, and you can rent them. South Lake you can swim in. North Lake you can't. We were located on South Lake. There's charcoal grills, and these grills are something else. They actually look like fireplaces, playground, flushable toilets, hot showers, boat launches. There's canoes, kayaks that you can rent, firewood for sale, volleyball, horseshoes. I'm gonna stop, but there's a great Wi-Fi service. You can fish here. Man, guys, I'm telling you, this place was something else. You see, this is the second level, and there's a bottom level. Now, it's extremely cheap to camp here. It's only $22 a night, and I believe there's a $5 surcharge from out of state. There's miles on top of miles worth of hiking trails here. The wildlife is crazy. They actually, when you come in, the service is awesome also. It took around 15 minutes per individual to give you the lowdown and the rundown on what you should do, from cooking, because of the bears and the hawks, as you just saw there. We chose to just relax here. It was different. The feeling was different. These ducks, I'm telling you, they followed Lee for over 2 days. We walked past deer that just stared at us, put their head down and ate. Here's the canoes that you can rent. There's a small island. We watched a couple dozen people just hit that island, sit up there and eat lunch. All right, let's show you the old Catskill Mountain House. Just look at Lee's expression. You can tell just by her expression how amazing this was. This was the former Catskill Mountain House. The elevation here is over 2,200 feet. From up here, believe it or not, you can see 5 different states. From Connecticut and Massachusetts, New York. This is only probably a mile or so from the campground. A short hike, and this is what you get, guys. We couldn't leave. We couldn't get enough. This is why this was our #1 pick. Yeah, you're literally in and above the clouds here, with the view as far as your eye can see. Now do you see why this is our number one pick? Amazing. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit these campgrounds whenever you get a chance. We're out of here. But a quick heads up, make sure you check us out next week. Don't miss it. We're going to start our fall season. And this season is going to be amazing. So as always, respect yourself by respecting others. And we'll see you next time. Oh, make sure you like and subscribe. And as Lee would say, we love you guys.
Sunrise.